I'm fucking muted. They muted me.
Damn it. I thought I was on top of everything. Clearly not. So, what we're going to do is we're going to continue reading the script. I'm sorry that there was a massive interruption in the middle of last stream. Well, the end of it, I suppose. Just can't control these things sometimes. So, sure, it is what it is, but we're all good now. We can continue on, as usual. So, need to regather all my stuff, like the script, because we're going to continue reading this on like I was doing in the actual review. So everybody who doesn't know, I did write the script for episode 10 of the Fake Man Reviews, and that is what I'm reading off of now. And yeah, just trying to shuffle everything again, because I kind of shut everything down. Didn't realize that'd be kind of good so quick. So next up, we got door spill, and then it would be like I suppose an uncanny Mr. Incredible face. So it just says like black and white blank expression. Yeah, a bottlefish, pure water type, because plastic isn't a type, with the name combo of dorsal and spill. Now, you might think that maybe there could be a stretch to say that this guy was influenced by the bottlenose dolphin, but I can absolutely guarantee you that it wasn't. It doesn't even have a dorsal fin, one of a dolphin's primary features. And one of the words making up this guy's name. The hell? It technically has a blowhole, but that's just his mouth. It doesn't even resemble a bottle all that much. What a disaster of a design. Hopefully when it evolves, and then this guy pops up, and then I go say, nope. Probably the engineer nope from TF2. Ugh. At level 30, Doorspill evolves into Belugush. However bad it once was, this is just on a new level entirely. Let me zoom in on this guy while I'm talking about him. Oh, that's right. It's a beluga whale that gushes water from its back. Also, apparently I couldn't be bothered to look up how beluga is spelt. It's with an E and not an A. I remember that, so this is Balu, not Belu. It doesn't even look like a beluga. It's just a fish creature with a horrible plastic growth protruding from its back. How does one shoot water while underwater? It's just a plastic water bottle. Can it only attack when it breaches the ocean surface? The only compliment I can give this guy, and it wasn't intentional when designing it, is that the dolphin and the... Oh, hang on, I skipped a line. Is that the water bottle nozzle doubles as a blowhole. If it were a properly conceived bottlenose dolphin and the bottle was always a blowhole, sure, I might have given it a pass. But as they are, they're pretty horrible. This line is the perfect example of why it's good to have a concept in mind, a solid idea, a mission statement. Otherwise, you just end up drawing a meaningless abomination. I didn't think I despised these guys as much as I do, but sometimes inadequacy is the most enraging thing of all. Moving on. And then we would move on to the next guys, but not today. Yo, he's actually live and well. Yes, I am. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with me through the half an hour BRB screen. Wasn't intended, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So let me just check if there's any other inkling of these guys' redesigns lying around. Okay.
It was spooky like Freddy Fazbear, but it's fine.
Okay. Going down to the... Oh shit, so I actually have no more script left. The last thing I wrote in the script was... Bottled boy baby beluga bitch, this guy's hideous, script unfinished, here's a fish. And here is the fish. Can we guess what the new theme is that I've been going for? In the redesign. The fish. Team C's. This is why I wanted to get it out for Team C's. But like the theme wasn't team. Oh my! I thought if you guys just heard my chair creaking, I thought that was the music. I was like, what the hell am I listening to? So let's see. The fish, Team C, something skeletal or a bath toy, dead fish, water pollution. Yes, it is water pollution. So if we kind of break down the elements of what this fish is. So I think it's a glass fish, which is like the fish you're able to see through, first of all. Its body is like a water bottle. Just say that's filled with water. And then this is like the nozzle at the end of it, which you can shoot. So let's just say it's filled with air. So it's able to kind of shoot out, like, and kind of propel itself. Its dorsal fin is a series of straws stuck together. Then its neck is kind of like a beer holder thing. And then the fins just come off of that. So, like, there is an opportunity that this guy could be a water poison type. I really like this guy too. I don't have a sketch of the evolution, but it was insane. Because it was like one of those big water jugs. And then it was kind of like, so I think it was like, because it was partially see-through. Because, and then I think it had like maybe nets for wings or something. Let me find the fish that it's based off of. Fish with eyes facing up. I think it might be a barrel-eye fish. That's the one. Yep. And it just, and its fins are just kind of like big plastic sheets and all that jazz. Like, it's basically just the shape of a fish but made out of trash. And it's Galarian Corsola core. If it's pure water type, it could flip the pollution concept. See, I don't know if I want to keep it pure water is the thing. Yeah, if it's pure water type, it could flip the pollution concept and be a provider of clean water. Oh, so like it eats trash. It filters water. See, then the thing is, that's kind of a... The issue now I'm running into is that Platypus and this might now have the same concept. If I can remove, make this less gaudy. Because this might be a reason to change the typing of the Platypus line. Because the issue is the idea for Splatipus, or whatever it's called, is that it eats waste and turns it into clean water. Whereas if it was poison steel, it would be a unique type combo in the decks. But if it's water poison, water poison goes from Platypus onto Torsible. I'm thinking, like, is it weird that this is a... Because I think the idea was, like, this is a fish Pokemon that evolved... Unless we can, like, think of, like, a new concept. If I find the map of Ripash, which I'm going to turn off Photoshop again, because I don't want you guys to see spoilers for the video this weekend. Or next weekend, I guess. Region.psd. There we go. Okay, it's not on this. I definitely had it on another. I definitely had it on another. Version of this map. So, Rip Ash is the region where all these fake men live. It's based on Flat Earth. And basically in these, let me get a big red. Basically in all the kind of the empty areas. Like here it's kind of like an underwater volcano situation. But in some of these areas you'd have literally like areas just made of trash. Because I want to like take the actual trash islands that are in like the Pacific or wherever. And actually make them into an environment. So it's like these fish would live near those trash islands. If that makes sense. So it's a question of like, are they fish that look like trash? Or are they trash that has evolved to look like fish? Or do they just look like a thing? Are you sure I wanted to call that? Yes. So it's called Rip Ash because it's like rest in peace Ash because it's an abomination to the Pokemon franchise. And it also sounds like Rip Ass. So it's intentionally funny. Fish evolving into a whale is just out of concept. That's not the concept I'm concerned with. Where the fuck did I draw all these other bits? One of these days I'll draw correctly. What's the issue? The issue is it a fish that looks like trash? Is it a fish that has become trash? Or is it trash that has become a fish? Because I don't know if I want the purifying water thing. Because if it purifies water, then it's just way too similar to Platypus, and also I don't really know what the justification for purifying water would be. Because, like, poison is the... I think this man's pretty trash. Disguises trash to deter predators from hunting it. And then it became trash. I think water poison... I don't think this redesign is a pure water type. Something seems different about it, you know? Yeah, I feel... And there's nothing to eat, so it just like lived up. It's like a fish that just went in there ancient. One man's trash is a fish's treasure. Oh, I could always do trash into treasure as a good concept. Maybe the Evo is like really happy, you know? But also we don't want to give a bad environmental message when this is a thing that's actually happening to fish. But it's like realized its true potential by actually just becoming trash, yeah. Maybe there's not even an inkling of a fish anymore. But I think definitely poison. I think it screams poison, honestly. I'm the trash man. It's a pity that fish and trash both end with like the sh sound. You can't really blend them together. Yeah, like I feel that's pretty good. Trish. Does it even look like a smaller trash island? Yeah, it could. Oh, because it's a whale. Yeah. I don't think it needs to stay as oil, is the thing. Because this original one, as said in the script, was not really whaley at all. Didn't we just do something that kind of gets big fish? Yeah, we started this with a whale as well. Yeah. I don't know. Like, there's so many version exclusives. I'm gonna go through this at some stage and we can figure out what all the version exclusives are. The island tortoise is also a thing. That's in the desert though. I feel like that's... I think... Because that one is specifically mimicking an oasis. Yeah. I don't really think there's another way to do that. Ooh, baby. No, I think I'm gonna come out and say it. I think this first stage. I think that's perfect. You literally cannot change my mind on that guy. And don't try to, because it's just not happening. I just need to move everything up. It is so difficult working on one monitor, but I think we're doing it good. I just wish I could find the Photoshop document for this original. To be honest, I like the original Battlefish. Well, I am here to tell you that objectively, it's fucked. I hate it. And it's objective because it's mine. I thought the Oasis turtle was going to be Torterra. No, it's not Torterra. I also might change that. I said it earlier, but we are going to be Fig Newton. Everybody say Fig Newton or get destroyed. It's your one and only warning. Good job, everyone. So this is just our first pass going through them. Once we get to the end, I'll likely do a second pass. And then if it calls for it, I'll do a third pass. Because even something like Plastic Bag Stingray, oh, that's good. That is good. Like, there's so much kind of fish imagery that you can do. And we don't have a Stingray Pokemon outside of Mantine? And it's Stingray. It stings you by poisoning you. Third Mantine. Yeah, I can't... it feels like we should, but... I think not. And I think if it's a Stingray, it's even more alien, so it can be like, this is a fish that evolves just into trash. Completely, you know? The only one I can think of is like Loxton's cowboy one, but that's not real. I think we'd have more sharks as well. Anyway. I think this is pretty good jumping off point for a redesign. And we can figure out the evolution later on. Okay. These fucking dudes. Any of my DeviantArt homies here? Who remembers these guys? Rusty bits of metal. I don't think we need metal in it, because then it's going to be too similar to the... whale shark. Ooh, a hammerhead could be a... Guys, do we not have a hammerhead Pokemon outside of Garchomp? Which, in my opinion, doesn't really count. Because its eyes aren't on the hammerhead parts of its face. What is this thing? These are monkeys. And... like... fucking... 100? This is number 100 and 101. Only now are we getting to light type? Like... Really? Really? I need to find this Photoshop document. It's gonna kill me if I don't. Because I know I have concept sketches for these. Let me grab the redesigns first. The initial ones I did back in 2017. Maybe even 2016. I'm sure it was 2017 though. Why is Nintendo music so good? What are they feeding them over there? What year was this? This was 2017, yeah. Okay. And these ones are literally just like a re-render. Now, unfortunately, I can't remove the... Maybe I can. Or will it look janky if I get rid of this? Because they do have a glow. Because they are light bulb monkeys. These guys were literally just like, this is a pun name. Where I was like, filament and tungsten. Just slide monkey in there. Now they're light bulb monkey. Now it's a monkey light bulb. But so these are the redesigns I did in 2017. I did have a new redesign, which I feel goes way better. It keeps them really similar. Of course, they're not light type anymore because I'm not working with fake types. They're still electric. I don't know if I gave them a secondary type. But like these quote-unquote redesigns are just like re-renders. I feel like these are what... because I did the video with Ryoma, Bonnie, and Fruitby, where we redesigned starters. And got very few complaints. But in those complaints, it was like, oh, you completely changed the things. And it's like, yeah, that's what redesigning is. This is a re-render. It's not a redesign. Why do I have multiple layers selected? Like, these are just the same thing. This is the same as this. It just looks nicer. Yeah? And I feel like that's what people wanted us to do. And I'm like, that's not what we're doing. Anyway. I am going to look for the, Pokemon PSD file, because I feel like it's really important that I find those images. I see egg. Potentially. Coke. What are we talking about? Pure electric? Potentially. Hello, Maxwell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide Photoshop again. I'll still be here, though. Don't worry. I'm going to just kind of try and figure out where these fake mon might be. I think I know. I'm going to check out my external hard drive. Because I feel there might be something in here. I found a picture of pot of greed with a body. I feel like I'm really warm. I'm back. I found like all the old fake mon I used to draw. Like Plantot and all those. I feel like it's around this era. Fake mon review boot design doc is what I'm working on right now. Can I make a regional Steenie for a extra? What's that extra? Okay, let's see. Redesign mons. They're code monkeys, the slang for a computer programmer? Not quite. I don't know, can you make a regional Steenie? Why though? I mean, I am. It's in my to-do list, but for way later on. I have a fun idea for it. I think it'll probably actually be a convergent now. In thinking about it. We'll get there. Guessing for any completely new additions like Splouter, Shatter, and Fig Newton. I guess. Steenie is my second favorite Pokemon. What's your first favorite? And like, do you just want a regional for Steenie and not Bounsweet and Serena? I have questions. I have concepts. Stamina.psd. The hell is stamina? Oh, it's literally just the ability text for the move stamina. DBS or template? No, not that either. I am aware that you guys can't see what I'm doing. That is completely intentional. Because I don't want to spoil anything. DBS or BG? No. No bouncy, no Serena, just seen. That's kind of why do we want a regional then? Why wouldn't it be a paradox? Because paradoxes can be unevolved Pokemon, but if it's a regional Steenie, then it's kind of weird if there's no Serena or Bounsweet. I mean, Bounsweet you could get away with, but DBS or.psd. DBS or.psd. Holy fuck, guys, we hit the mother load. Oh, shiver me timbers. I don't even know what this is. Oh my god. Okay, is this the right file? Okay, I found something. I didn't know this was still here. Okay, this isn't the thing I was looking for. I'm going to keep it open, though, just so we can look through it in a hot second. There's some fun ideas in here for sure. And some really old concepts as well. Okay, I am aware you guys can't see what I'm looking at. It's intentional, don't worry. But we have made progress. I just want to make sure that everything in here is, like, not a spoiler or anything. What the hell am I... There are things that I don't even know what I'm looking at in here. I'm gonna puke. Okay. No, make it a paradox. Make a paradox Steenie. Say please. You sound like a kid in Christmas, DBS. Yeah, I found something really cool. Make a paradox Steenie. Name it Frozen Mangosteen. That's too long a name. It's not within 12 characters. And that also implies it needs to be ice type, which you did not specify. Want to make a new Pokemon? Go ahead, Soul. DBSR Firegrass. I have a Photoshop document called Monkey. I gotta put this on screen. Why does this have its own... This is its own Photoshop file. It's just an orangaroo pointing at the camera and holding a banana. It just says monkey. Can we not make fake amount demands? No, they can make the demands all they want, Priscellian. I just don't have to do fucking anything. Name it Fruit Fairy. Why the? I thought you wanted to be frozen. We need a concept here. What type is it? Is it past? Is it future? Is it a crab? Okay. Orangaroo is going away now. Oh, God, I'm so close to figuring out where this image is. For real. Can anyone give me a random type? Thank you. Oh, this is the Tank Runner collab. I was wondering where all those fake man went to. Give me a random type, dragon. DBS or BG? Is this the same thing? Yeah, it is. I have so many things just fucking lying around. It's insane. DBS or template? Yeah, that's the same one I found earlier. Sorry, guys. This is... It's necessary, though. Like, just trust me on this. When you make Paradox... You're being very presumptuous by saying when. Can I make a clip of it? What does that mean? Exactly. Pokedex. Spud Fake Man concept art? Nope, that's my starters again. Why don't you make the Paradox Steenie, Maxwell? That is very true. That is very true. Well, good dude, I'm working on my fire starters final stage. Good shit. Do you see the scissors? Yeah, what about them? They're good for cutting balls. Backgrounds. Drawing. Oh, okay, I found the cool Cartoon Network style collage I did. That's how you make a clip. Wow, that's very interesting. Incredible. Incredulous. Okay, I found Mudstyle. I'm finding so many fake one I forgot I made. I found my March of Robots thing and I just drew a giant Clank. Okay, that's interesting. Where is Giant Clank in Ratchet and Clank lore? Did anybody play Ratchet and Clank? Anybody play Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart? Say yes if true. Because I have a big complaint about that game. God, I found my 2021 Halloween avatars with Dreadspread and me as a scarecrow. Speaking of which, I need to design myself for Halloween 2023. I have the idea pretty much there. I just need to actually render it and put it out. Oh, guys, I know this is somewhere, and I am sorry that I'm not getting it up. I hope that us talking is entertaining enough. Anybody else find starter middle stage is the hardest to design? Yes. Yes. But I feel the easiest way to do it is just like... do the first stage and final stage first. In either order, and then do the middle one. Progress.psd. Everybody hold on to your butts. It's here somewhere, I know it. I absolutely know it. Yeah, I'm gonna put something... on screen. Can somebody make a regional roly-poly line where they're all babies? They're gonna keep you... Or the official. Fuck, okay. It's so close, you know? I find starter evos in general. Exactly. Yeah, but I don't want my current redesigns to just be at the transition. No, but I'm saying it's easier because you can then start with the transition and then add something onto it, you know? I am bad at designing, so please design it for me. 7 faces, the Paradox Steenie. Well, Max, I'm very bad at making money, so please pay me. Starter redesign. I'm gonna scream when I find... Maybe this is something. 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 Maybe. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is where I... Okay, I found the one where I redesigned Dreadspread for like the first... Oh my... Look at this guy. Hang on a second. Where is my Photoshop thing? I turn on? Baby care. What did you find? Be happy you're better at designing than me. I am happy I'm better at designing, but also I feel like if I'm going to do a public service, I need to get paid for it. It's pretty... I don't just go up to an artist better than me and like, hi, can you draw me something because you're better at drawing than me? That's not how life works. Let's fade. Look at this guy. I forgot how crazy this artwork was because you only see it on screen for like 2 seconds. Is this too evil to be a Pokemon? Hello, Rexpod. What's going on? Grimbrim was this guy's name, I remember. And there's like a water effect I did on the portal behind them. I think the portal could be better, but like... This is really vibrant. That's really cool. Okay, I'm going to drop Photoshop again. Again, sorry, it's not an instant process. I am just looking for stuff. Miltank exists. Nothing is too evil. Yeah, this is all the phantoms in it. And it has a lot of the fan art I did back in 2021, 22. I know, like, Red Paragon stuff is in here. I did stuff for Neck Punch and Blighty, if Blighty's still here. I did stuff for Bludgeon. Sea Dragon, I actually did your... Let me bring this back up. This fan art I did for Sea Dragon. So, there we go. Cool lore, I guess. I just watched a Twitch Plays Pokemon history video and decided to join. Twitch Plays Pokemon was such a... I remember when it started, I was just like... This is the Pokemon community right now. And then it was like, okay, we're good. Chill out. Okay, starters. Yeah, it is weird that Cloyster loses like the tongue thing. Yeah. I liked the idea of a fighting type Shelter. I also like water and fighting as a type, just because it was so rare, you know? You're gonna make Paradox Steenie? I don't know, I might. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm just answering, it's fine. Progress, monkey.psd, 11. What's 11? Oh, it's literally the picture of myself that I drew when I was 11. Okay. Grass.psd, fire.psd. This is why labeling things is important and organizing your files and all this jazz. I hope it's somewhat entertaining. You know, let's give ourselves a bit of a... Let's give ourselves a nice background while we're looking at this. So first off, let's put charcoal there, and then let's get the video border, which is that, and then I can add in, like, you? No, where'd you go? You big dork. Maybe I can just keep this here. It's pretty good. I can fade that in, make it all nice and stuff. Beans! Sea Dragon, you don't have to delete the messages. If people want to try and heckle me, they're welcome to. Won't get them very far, though. But if they're annoying you, I also get that. I do wonder if Premcarker was to evolve, how to turn it to be like. I'm not sure. Okay, I think I'll bet. Oh! Oh! Okay. I found something. I think I'm in the right place. I think I'm in the right place, everybody. Mermaid. It's not Mermaid. It's not Overwatch. Ref.psd? Nope. But I found some very early concept sketches for the redesigned bunnies. Why is car called that thing for babies? It's a stroller. It's an in-joke in one of my earlier videos. I actually don't remember what the concept is. Okay. Triple S. And it's a screen for the loser lock. Which is an old thing. Starters, final.psd. It's not them. Started. Oh, guys, I'm so close. I'm in the right area. Starter's final vid.psd. Ooh! Okay. There better be some shit in here, I swear to God. If I came all this way for nothing, I'm gonna lose my life. Don't tell me it's all just shit I already know. Okay, there's there's something in here that I didn't have already. I don't have the monkeys though, are you serious? Okay. Well, the things after this are included. Okay, we can bring back Photoshop. We can bring back Photoshop. Carl Cole. Car Stroll. Oh yeah, it was Moy's potential redesign of its middle stage. Kind of looked like a pram. Okay, let's bring you back. And let's get you out of there. Is the Spyro background distracting here? Do you think I can keep it up? I can drop it if you guys want. It might be nice to have something on the screen in the background. So I was looking for this Photoshop file. And this has kind of like all the kind of starters. I think it has like the shinies as well or something. Maybe. I think all the layers are off or whatever. And then like regionals we have... Oh, here's the thing. That's what it was. It was like a pram with wheels and it was like kind of looks like a regional carco in a way. Then I have a folder called Trans Rabbits. This was my very first concept for the rabbits, so they look really bad. Whereas like this one looks like the girl symbol and this one looks like the male symbol. And then when they evolved, they were kind of like these Oni kind of demon monster things. Like this Photoshop file is old. Like that's how long I've been working on those guys. And then we have Mawsaw and Doorspill and Wormungus. The monkeys aren't here, and I'm sad they're not. But I think I can kind of bullshit the concept back again, just from memory. So anyway, monkeys. Sorry for that detour. Okay, so we have monkey. We have okay. So like, let's break it down. What do we have? Why am I drawing down there? I need to draw where I meant to draw, because otherwise then I have to move everything later, and it's just a pain in the arse. Okay, so Baba Booey. Okay, bada bing. Drawing. Okay. So here's a monkey. Here's a light bulb. We add monkey to the light bulb. We get this. What is the light type also associated with light? Okay, so this is light. What is light associated? What type is light associated? Fuck. Computer, can you fucking shut up for a second? How dare you? Okay, so I'm trying to say something. It's light. Light is associated with the psychic type. Maxwell, you probably got banned by one of my mods because you kept spamming about the Steeny thing. So, psychic type. And what is psychic associated with? I know that the thing isn't psychic type. But what is psychic associated with? Besides light. I think my stream is lagging a little bit. Space chimps, yes! It already looks like an astronaut. And when you have like the light bulb for your head, you know, that always means like you have a good idea. So I mean, they could be psychic electric types. Do we have a psychic electric type in the decks? In my decks? I know you guys won't know this. They should know I'm young. Sounds like you have a lot of excuses, Max. Remember the movie Space Jumps? Yes, but this isn't based on a movie. It's based on the actual phenomenon of them sending monkeys to space. So I think... I wish I had the sketches, because I know I did something really funny. Or just like really cool. Lightbulb, space, intelligence, monkey. I think it's pretty good. Who is the psychic electric type in the actual game? Or is psychic electric... Oh, it's Raichu. It's Raichu. It's a Alolan Raichu. Okay. Because I think in like the... Yeah, I think this is what it was. It's like the filament in the head bends to kind of give the shape of like the face. And then here is just kind of like energy. And then the body is just a bit more chubby because it's like an astronaut suit. And then the tail looks like the fucking cable that astronauts go out on, you know? It's just a little space chimp. He's adorable. He's adorkable. Levitate could be a good idea. I don't know if I had a ability for these guys. Type electric light. Species the glowing Pokemon. I had a guy in DeviantArt who would like give me stats for every Pokemon and like height and weight and all that jazz, and it was really, really nice of them to do that. Glowing light, electric light was the type. Yeah, I think Levitate's a good ability. If I... Hey Max, keep spamming, you'll get banned forever. I'm just saying it now. This is a very cool ability people have to send their messages as one message. Never heard of light being collected to psychic. Light? No, like light. Psychic covers light in Pokemon. It's why fucking Solgaleo, Lunala, and Necrozma are all psychic type. Among a load of other Pokemon. It's why I wanted light to happen for so long, because there just were so many Pokemon that would fit into it. And then I think for the sequel, I guess. I already said the sequel instead of the evolution. It's because they're space themed though, not light. Are they space themed? This guy definitely has like big arms. Sun and moon, mate. Yeah, and what does the sun and moon do? Light. Necrozma is not connected to space. That's like a black hole. Okay, but you can find other psychic Pokemon that are light-based. That I can't think of off the top of my head right now, because there's 105, or 105, 1,000 and I want to say 17 Pokemon now. So I'm just thinking make it a lot more chimpy. Oh, yes, this is the other thing. I want to give the light bulb on the evolution like these kind of glass antenna things. Which could maybe be like little, what's the word for those, ball Cilia is light related. Yeah, but then it's based on the moon, and the moon's in space, so. Tesla coil electrodes. I think it's Tesla coil is the Russian space Pokemon one. Watch my crossbreed video. I allude to potentially doing one on that. If I ever revisit K9, give it like an alternate evolution or something, it becomes a space dog. Or maybe it has like a mega evolution where it becomes a space dog. Maybe because this guy is levitating. I'm gonna look up the glowing electric ball. Static electricity ball. Plasma. A plasmorb. Looks like an alien monkey. It is an alien monkey. Mission accomplished. So I think this could go from like electric to electric psychic, potentially. Because even if it's not light themed, it's space themed. So it still fits. So it works. Baba Booey. I feel like this is pretty perfect. Also, I just looked at the stream. Spyro background really makes it like a lot more vibrant. I like that. Yes, plasma globes. I think there might be a bit of a stream delay. I've said it twice. Oh fuck yeah, I get to eat spaghetti. I wonder how to evolve at night after learning a move. I don't know if it necessarily needs like a special evolution method. I think originally it was just like level 30. Evolves into Monkston at level 30, yeah. My memory is something fierce. You send it to space? Okay, so next is these guys. Do I have anything about these guys in the script? Oh shit, I didn't say anything about the monkeys. I didn't even read about the monkeys. Because I didn't have the redesigns for them done, but I did have the... Oh no, I didn't, did I? Wait, how far down in this did I even get? Okay, I did read about the monkeys. Okay. Let's read about the monkeys. Coming in at number 100. Let me see. Okay. Well, them evolving via trade would be kind of cool. Okay. Coming in at number 100. Here's Philamunk. And then we get the clip of... Oh, that actor's name. I can't think of his name. He's a really good actor. He's in Black Mirror and Planet of the Apes and King Kong. And it's going to be that clip of him going like, is that a monkey? This little filament monkey is light type. Ooh, fake types. Well, it won't be the last one in this video. Because remember, this is going to be a video. As far as the inspiration goes, I couldn't tell you. It's a simian light bulb. It's not offensive, and I think with just a little bit of tweaking, it could become something truly special. That is, of course, after we see what it evolves into. Upon reaching level 30, Philomonk will evolve into Monkston, a light electric type tungsten monkey. Does a classic early generations cliche of having its element be present on the tip of its tail, in this case a light bulb. Sort of weird how nothing really changed much between the two evolutions, yet Monkston has an added... fuck my life. Sort of weird how nothing really changed much between the two evolutions, yet Monkston has the additional electric typing. That's odd. Pretty good overall, but could definitely be pretty great with some minor improvements. Wow. It's almost like when a Fakemon line is perfect, it's almost like when a Fakemon line is perfectly fine, I have much less to say on it. It's amazing how that works. And then we move on to the next two. So these are Monoyoke and Stereoyoke. Shall I write down? And you can already tell that these guys have a blue background. Was it Stereoyoke? Is that how you spell that? Yeah, it was. Okay. Okay. Fucking okay. Execute Convergent Regional Execution. I'll get to it. Remember that these were designed before regional variants even existed. These were Gen 5. So I was just like, I guess these were convergence then. And we'll see what the redesigns are. Okay, so number 102 is Monoyoke, a solo egg. And then the first instance of Egg Boy, because I don't know if I said it on the channel before the Halloween video last year. So that's when I actually wrote it. Apparently it was meant to be some sort of egg shaker, a maraca of sorts. They're usually made of plastic or steel and filled with seeds, which I guess makes sense for this guy to be grass type. I've done more research into egg shakers while writing these few sentences than I did, I've done more research into egg shakers while writing these few sentences than I did when I actually created the Fakemon. Number 102 in the dex, in the original dex, is Execute, so surprise, another grass type egg. At least it's on its own, a monotone yolk, because of singular sound source. Yeah, you get it? It's a nice little inoffensive lad. I think I say the word like offensive or inoffensive just like way too much, you know? Just in like looking at like my own script from a few years later. Gives this little guy a vibrant stone, an evolutionary stone made for the sound type, which I believe is the exact same way that Blabwam evolved into Bladabwam. And Monoyoke will evolve into Stereoyoke, which is literally just a more exotic looking, expressionless Execute. Same number of eggs and all. Despite having the exact same sound gimmick as its pre-evolution, Stereoyoke is now grass sound. That's twice now that we've had an inexplicable fake type added upon evolution. Instead of just being present in both stages, it doesn't even do the angry aspects similar to the other It doesn't even do the angry aspect similar to some other. It doesn't even do the angry aspect similar to some other multiplying headmons, like Diglett and Doduo into Dugtrio and Dodrio. Fuck me, that's a lot of D's. That's what it says in the script. It's just 6 Monoyoke clustered together, pondering existence, staring into your very soul. Like if 5 Monoyoke are just hanging out, that's not a Stereoyoke. But if a 6th rocks up, does their consciousness merge? What if I take one of the 6 away? Does it turn from a singular species into 5 separate species? Stuff like this always confuses me. The redesign of this line is going to take some work. Speaking of, and then it goes into the redesign segment, because these are the last ones in this particular video, so this is the last time we're going to have any scripted segment. So I can close this finally. Okay, let's see. Bros really ignore me. You haven't said anything to me. Stereo, one of us. Yeah, so you can kind of tell, like, the whole execute debate. How, like, my older stuff got translated into shorts later down the line. Do you know what I mean? So, if I go into the... Oh, yeah, we'll take a look at this thing once we reach the end of the thing. So I have a thing called Egg Boy here. I'm sure I must have done this on stream, because this is very... stream... And I think I made them steel normal types. And they were like steel eggs or something. But I basically made like an executor variant that was like Carnival themed. So I'm gonna just drop over. Because Rip Ash is based on the whole world. You know, it's... And I remember there was somebody Brazilian in chat during that stream. I think this stream was so old that it might have been on the main channel. And that would evolve into Egg and Zamba, which is a little bit spooky looking. Not that it's spooky looking, it's just a lot. This is the Brazil man. I think it's more like a Carnival man rather than Brazil in general. But I feel like making it... These could be a convergent now instead of like a regional, if that makes sense. And I believe the name was like... It was Execute and it evolved into Egg and Zamba. Yeah, Egg and Zamba. What? That was kind of the sketch I did for it. I feel like if I muted the green a bit maybe, or something. The colors are kind of crazy, but I feel like it's pretty good. Maybe if I got rid of the blue, it might actually work better. Is there anything in here? Oh yeah, because it was like... Egg shakers. Yes, it's like, it's egg shakers. So they're not actually eggs, so it could be a convergent. Because I think these are like egg shaker variants. Yeah, I definitely did this on stream. Because these were kind of like the original redesigns that I wanted to do for them, where they were like these... I can't remember what the names of these are. I had them at home. Where they were kind of like... Oh, I don't know the name of them. It's like metal balls or whatever. I could see this execute variant hopping around like a parade. Oh, exactly. It gives the debate of the head. It gives the debate of the head. So executor is a rain stick? I don't know if it's a rain stick necessarily, but it could be. But I feel because I'm sure that these were designed. Yeah, these were designed well before Convergent Mons were even. These were designed well before Gen 9 was announced. Yes, I know what a rain stick is. You turn it upside down, it goes like. You gotta hop around in unison. I think this has to be a convergent rather than a variant. I'm gonna make the call on that. And I think the type was steel normal. It'll be so interesting if I can go back and find that stream where I do these. me figure out why they were steel. I think it's just because, like, it was like the actual things are made of metal sometimes. I don't even know what this is anymore. Eganza? There's Eganzamba or Eganza. Steel normal is a cool type. Steel normal also doesn't exist. There's a steel egg. And then it's just kind of like going off like carnival outfits and stuff. That's a rain stick? Is it? I thought rain sticks were long. Maybe it is. I wish I fucking labeled things. What's it gonna concept for picking this dragon? It's a lemon whale dragon type. Why though? Could have dancer. Dancer harvester, dancer soundproof. Why do they both have the same name? Oh, you mean like the hidden ability. Dancer is just the main ability. Okay, got it. God, I'm annoyed that I didn't have the design for the monkeys, but that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Does anybody have any problems with these two? Outside of like colors. So I feel the Executor one might have a bit too many colors going on. Got like yellow and orange and green and blue and red. I think I could tone down one of those. No problems with them. Yeah, I think I have to make the call and make it a conversion. I think so, yeah, the faces are a bit maniacal. I'm Latin American and look for a carnival. We love to see it. Well, we love to hear it. So I'm not actually there. What? Not really, and I honestly like the colors. Colors of the Eve was a bit too much, but I like that about it. Yeah, it's like I'd need to look at like a specifically colorful Pokemon. The heads could be bigger. Yeah, it's like but I feel if the concept works, it's good. But it is extremely busy in its design. Like it's close, you know. And I designed it like 2 years ago. I'm sure it had to be 2021 because that's when I hit 1,000 subs. And then I was like, I'm gonna start live streaming. Baba Booey. Release what, Max? Okay, so now we're gonna move on to Scavenge, and Scavenge. Quackleval is the closest we have, and it's like all blue. Well, there are blue Carnival. Carnival is like many colors, so like I could have this one be like all green or something. Maybe I'll remove the blue in it because like Quackleval already does that. So let me find the. I'm not gonna say it because you're on the Bambi chat. You can either talk about what's going on stream or you can just sit there quietly. It's not hard. Let me find the original art for Scavenge and Scavenge. Because I have not redesigned these guys in any official capacity. So let's see. DeviantArt. Manage deviations. Storage. What number are these guys? I want to say like 104. Uh, 104, 105. Scavenge and Scavenge. 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 They are weird names. What's the etymology? This is like Savage and Scavenge. And apparently this is also Scar. On top of that. And maybe a bit of like revenge, I guess. What did I write about him? A gremlin fake mon that lives in graveyards and wears the bones of the deceased. Pokemon always has creepy things. Here's mine. This is obviously the XP for Cubone. And that is all there was to say about them. I'm actually surprised I never redesigned these guys because they're kind of like up my alley a little bit. Okay, chat's loading. Pixar must slumber. Goodbye. Sorry to hear it, but have a good sleepy. Dancer. Yes, a lot of your early mods had the same face shape. They definitely had the same eye shape, I know that, but face shape. Yeah, like I can see it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just going back to this row alone. But to be fair, the first generation also did that, so. Fluffy ogre. The base form Smug Aura mocks me. Scare Revenge, kind of. Release Mangosteen Girl, pay me. We talked about this. Pick up and pickpocket. They're up your alley. Yeah, it's like, I'm a big fan of like, kind of brolic, edgy fuckers, to put it lightly. Where is Mons? Okay, let's turn this down to like 25. I need to try and like remember what I even did. Oh, I think I remember. Okay, so. Okay, because like what sucks is I don't remember. I had all these in like a sketchbook, but it's just been so long, and like I don't. That sketchbook is obviously at home. Scavenger gremlin types. Like grave robbers, you know? There's surely something you could base it off of, you know? Like Grimmsnarl? Is Grimmsnarl a... I could make it a hyena. Okay, I guess the first question is a human skull to graphic. An image. Oh, I remember what I did here. Okay, so it's like the horns come out of the eye holes. Another knoll. Duskull exists. Duskull does exist. I didn't even fucking think about Duskull. Yeah, my question. What is a knoll? I don't know what that is. In before somebody says make it a frog. Lullaby skull is also humanoid. Yeah, I was thinking I could maybe incorporate like the Lullaby skull. Ooh, baby, a triple. Always gets all bone moves, right? Yeah, because all the bone moves are ground type. I'm thinking we can definitely like ditch kind of the... like this, it's so fucking lanky. It's like, why? You definitely go for like big hands for like digging and grabbing bones or whatever. Lona Markwreck is a full skeleton pattern on its back. Yeah, and Grievert is now also just... Or Houndstone is just a skeleton covered in hair. It was specifically like, is a human skull too much? But I can just stylize it to make it like something else, you know? I do want it to be hairy, or like fuzzy, you know. I feel like we don't have rivalry with Marowak. Nope. I'm not worried about any like official relationship to any official Pokemon in this redesign thing. We can figure all that out later, but right now I kind of want everything to kind of stand on their own. And then the idea I had for the evolution, like I remember this visual so clearly. As you bring in like the lower jaw, and then the teeth from the skull, then maybe hair comes out through the nose, and then the eyes are the horns. It's just really, really evil looking. Looking very Mad Max. I was just about to say it looks like a Morton show.
Mediocre.
But hey, I'm here for it. Fury Road is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I will take that. Could double down on that. So I'll like have them be like a motorcycle gang. Because it's already kind of like gang based, where it's like there's one Scarvenge for every like 10 Scavenge. Oh, I know I came up with a new name for them as well. I think I kept Scarvenge. Are the names odd? Like, do the names need to be changed? Scavenge and Scarvenge. It kind of has like scraggy scrafty energy to me. In a real post-apocalyptic aesthetic. So from my memory, something else I did with the evolution was, because the original kind of had the ribs coming around it, which is kind of alright, but it's a bit weird. For the evolution, where the fuck is my draw? These windows, okay. Let's give him like a big fist. The idea was like I could have like gauntlets. That's like a spine with a rib cage. I'm sure there's some kind of like bone gremlin kind of thing. Hang on a second. Okay. Like, there's definitely some sort of, like, corpse. Like, bone-stealing, corpse-wearing... cryptid, I feel like. Names feel a little awkward. Dude. That's something... Scarvenge, I feel like, has a lot of, like... It's like... Or... Like, there's a lot going on in there. Post-apocalyptic aesthetic. Like, I already feel like this second stage is, like, really good. And it could... It's giving it horns and like a forked tail. Is that called a forked tail? Or a pointed tail? If I allude too heavy to devil... Morgrim has a forked tail though as well, but like it's technically its hair or something. Does the OG of these have a forked tail? It doesn't have a forked tail. I'm sure I gave it one though. The tail could also be like a shovel for it to dig. Guys, I haven't been streaming for a while, so I'm going to bounce away for 5 minutes. This will not be half an hour again, I promise. I just need to get more water and take a bathroom break. So, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. That's the wrong thing. Here we go. Hey, Peter. Can I borrow your egg, Peter? Sounds like scrimmage. It is a forked tail. I don't know anything that straight up wears bones. That's something in Native American or Mayan myth that I'm unaware. I prefer to stay away from the Native American stuff, just because I've heard like recently that's becoming more and more like taboo to use. And I've already done something based off of Wendigo. I didn't get any like negative flashback from it, but I was thinking of doing something else soon, but I'm gonna avoid it if possible. Now, this could also just be like it's an apocalyptic demon, you know? I don't know if it necessarily needs. I love the new visual, anyways. I love. And then I think it could have like hair kind of coming out the sides of the bones as well. Like, it's like, does it need kind of a really deep? I was thinking about this, and I don't know which row we were doing. But I feel like there's definitely one of them where I was like, geez, everything in this row is like hyper complex, you know? They could be Grimbrim's agents, maybe. That's interesting. But it's like, it could just be a demon. No, like, specific thing, you know? It's like demons are a concept that exists, and the devil lives underground, and we bury people in the ground, and undead and zombies and blah blah blah, and it all thing, you know? Let me stream a second. Hello, bruh. Hello, Maxwell, what's up? I don't think there's anything... Like, cause they're grave robbing demons. Thanks for... I didn't unban you, you were timed out. The time ran out. I didn't ban you either. My mods did, because you were clearly annoying them. Grave robbing demon. Looking to grave rob. These really feel like scavenging animals rather than cryptids or anything. Yeah, and it's like I don't feel like they need to be specifically like a certain cryptid or whatever. What am I doing? Grave robber. Person who steals valuables from graves and tombs. These things are just like the valuables are the bones. They like they crack open a coffin and they pick up like a giant necklace that the skeletons are wearing and they're like, "Arr!" And then they just like put it back down and then they pick up the skull and put it on their heads or something. Then it's like, is this a question of like they're gonna overlap with Tomb Digger? Yeah, so this Tomb Digger is a thing I need to figure out what I'm doing with, because the original plan was like these are the grave robbers and Tomb Digger is the grave keeper, crypt keeper. But I don't know what I'm doing for Tomb Digger at all. It's a very weird Pokemon. Simply a silly little bone-stealing demon goop. Yeah, it's like I don't feel like it needs to be anything. Unless Tomb Digger becomes the third stage to this family. Or a split Evo. Maybe. Because the whole idea is like these are the Cubones and Tomb Digger was the Kangaskhan. So it's like was like a connection there. But it's like I don't need those to be there. We'll figure out what we're doing for Tomb Digger when we get to him. From memory, Tomb Digger is like 2 lines below. I don't think it's in the next line. I hope it's not in the next line. Because I don't want to deal with it. And now we get to these fucking dorks. Okay, where's my layers? Crossbridge when we get to it. Exactly. It's like if I feel these guys, which I can't see anymore, are like good enough right now, it's like I don't need to worry about what's coming later until like we actually get there and see what's going on. So these are I believe this is the way they're spelled. Shaller Kick and Shaller Smack. Sock and Throw, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. It's the boys. It's the guys. These are 106, 107. Let's see what I say about them. They're pure fighting type, just like the Hitmons. 2 Fakemon who are insanely similar yet not related in evolution, totally not based on Hitmonchan / Hitmonlee. Shaller Kick is martial art plus kick. Shaller Smack is martial art plus smack. And that's it. The concept here is nothing. These guys are like literally the same thing. Yeah, it's one is leg based and one is arm based. The leg one doesn't even have like giant legs or anything. Yeah. Brain Ghost fruit roll-ups. I do see it. So I had an idea for these guys. This might be really out the wazoo, like, but I feel like it's cool. So instead of like two of the same thing, which are kind of what like Sock and Throw do and what Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan do, the idea I want to go for is like brains, and instead of versus brawn, brains and brawn. Forms like Urshifu. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. This is also like completely theoretical. The designs I did for this for way back in the day, I don't really remember what they look like. So they could have like the same body shape, let's say, but they'd be like completely different. So let's say one is like very skeletal. Maybe has like the third eye imagery, and the other two eyes are closed. And I will admit, when I was doing these concepts years ago, this thing was very kind of Alakazam core. So there's this big fucking head, it's sitting cross-legged. Maybe it had like kind of a tail that it sat on. So this side would be psychic. I made the concept for my Paradox Steenie. Congratulations, Shayla. It's like straight up meditator kind of guy. Also, I feel like I didn't introduce these guys at all, but it's because there's fucking nothing to introduce. They're just a blue dude and a red dude. So I'm thinking you have this guy who has like maybe like psychic and has like special stats only or something. And then on the opposite side, you have like the third eye pattern that looks like eyebrows. Gives you Gumby energy. We could tie in some sort of animal into this, perhaps. To kind of give the connection or whatever. Oh, no data. Okay, we're back. You have a meditating, pure fighting type. I mean, maybe. But it's like, do you need to work off kind of the concept I had, you know? And then maybe this thing's kind of like... I think I was looking up like berserkers and stuff, and it's like based on like a Norse thing phrase for, and it's like bear mode basically, or something like that. So here's what I'm thinking. You got a psychic type and a fighting type who are extremely similar in terms of like Alakazam, or like not so like instead of like Alakazam and Machamp, where they're two different things, these two like belong together. So I was thinking this could be, it could be like one of a few things. But the idea is that I fucking kill Lucario. And I create the ultimate. Didn't we have brains in another mon? Yeah, there's another one coming up, but I'm getting the idea is these guys either fuse or they evolve. Because the idea I was thinking is like you send this guy into battle, and if he gets damaged enough, it literally splits into 2 different Pokemon. But now I'm thinking it could be a case that, like, there's 2 of them, and they can only evolve if the other one's in the party, and they fuse together. Which I think is a more manageable thing to do. I don't know, I think it's a cool thing, because, like, what other... Mantine can only evolve Ephemeroids in the party. There are Pokemon that already do that. But with these 2, it's like, you would be using one or both of them anyway. I think they could combine in an evolution. Because, like, there are Pokemon, when you trade them with each other, they take each other's parts. But I'm like... I feel like these guys could do a fucking fusion dance, you know? Or maybe it's... Because it's like the same thing with, like, Kyurem, you know? Pancham absorbs the edgy energy. Exactly. And, like, neither of them are, like, terribly good on their own. Like, maybe this guy literally has, like, 1 stat in, like, its physical stats. And this guy has, like, 1 in its special stats. So they're very gimmicky, kind of like... Shedinja, in a way. But then if you get both of them and level them up together... Or level, like, one of them up. Now the bunnies and the farting gerbil, are there any furbait? That is also what I was thinking. I was thinking on the whole way up here, I was like, we really have gotten rid of a lot of, like, the furry mons. Not even in terms of, like, furry community, just mons that are, like, have hair. Because these guys don't have, like, fur anymore. These guys still do. These guys now do instead of not. And I think the concept for the original guys is so fucking barebone and stupid that it's like this I just feel like is a fun concept to explore in Pokemon. So it was kind of like, I think it was kind of like what animals are associated with like psychic energy, and it was like goats and foxes and all sorts of other things, which is I think why it ended up looking like Alakazam. And then it was like what animals are associated with strength, and it was like bears, wolves, maybe like a bird or something. And then it's just combining the 2 into like the perfect specimen. I'm thinking it could be like a Palafin situation or something. I just need to figure out what the gimmick is, but I like the idea of them combining, you know? Coyote? Yeah, I think something like that. Coyotes and foxes are very similar visually, so. The idea is just one is really scrawny and the other is really buff, so. Woo! Sorry. I've been streaming for a hot second. There's a squeaky chair. I see the word bus. I don't know what bus refers to. If they evolve into the same thing, what's the point of getting the both? Because they don't evolve unless there's both of them. They literally fuse. If you have both in your party goes from 6 Pokemon to 5. They literally combine into the same thing. It's not that they... It's not like a Selgor Escavalier situation where they both take each other's parts and like are 2 different Pokemon. To evolve, to get this thing, you need this and this. and they both fuse. A reverse Shedinja, exactly, would be the way to... Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like if Shedinja is already a thing where it's one Pokemon evolves into two, I think you could do two Pokemon evolve into one. And it's just like, it's already a concept that's there, but they're just not exploring it. So I'm like, we might as well. Especially with these two fucking guys that don't do anything. You know, they were never based on anything. They're both just identical counterparts. So I'm like, okay, let's just take it. What if species attack one is like a bird and the other is a beast? So a family of three. Yes. What if the special attack one is a bird? I don't know, I feel adding wings to it would be complicating it a bit. Because then it's like, oh, there's wings. Why isn't it a flying type? Yeah. Because I can't think of a Pokemon with wings that isn't flying type outside of, like, Dunsparce and a lot of the bugs, like Venomoth, Beedrill. Literal convergent evolution? Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I feel like it's a similar situation to where... Is it true that Miltank eggs can breed Tauros? Or it's like Illumise eggs can produce Volbeat, you know? So it's like they're related, but they're two separate species, in a way, you know? Gosh darn it. Okay. My brain is kind of turning off a little bit. Okay. I'll cry so much I'll kill everyone. Maxwell, you need to look up the Streisand effect. That's all I'll say for that. I didn't think they could. No, Illumise can have Volbeat eggs. I'm 99% sure of this. Illumise. Is it pronounced Illumise? Or is it Illumise? Trivia. Why doesn't it say this? Can Illumise have Volbeat eggs? Similar to Nidoran laying Nidoran F or Nidoran M eggs, Illumise can lay Volbeat or Illumise eggs. Can Miltank lay Tauros eggs? You cannot hatch a Tauros from a Miltank egg in Pokemon Pearl. Okay, that's how old that is. But it's a thing that exists where two different Pokemon are related. That makes sense. Illumise. 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 You're not seeing anything about it? Illumise. Illumise. Yeah, I think... I don't really need reference for, like... These ones going forward, I'll get some reference for, like... Maybe, like, some sort of figure that did a thing. But, like, it's been a really long day of that long break as well. So let's take a look at what we did. Maxwell, you haven't been banned by me ever. We've talked about it already. If you keep going on about it, I will ban you just because you're distracting from what's actually going on. You can talk about what's happening on the stream, like everybody else. Or you can just not talk. It's quite easy. It's literally not hard to put the phone down and do anything else. Okay, so... was thinking a bear trap fish that hunts bears, like a reversal. Pretty good. Could be a piranha that evolves into a shark. That is similar to Carvana. But also Gen 5 basically did Gen 1 again. So I don't feel that's too bad. It's like an agent that traps. And then the evolution is a warden that imprisons, which we basically have in that Eve already. Just need to make it look nicer. Ectoplasm is mucus from ghosts. Snot is a mucus. It's there. It's there. It's there. Wormungus is a big worm. This is pretty much it. It's a bobbit worm. Maybe just change the jaws. Make it look a bit more symmetrical. Rotoreel and Mawsaw will probably be Olms. Some sort of Olm eel hybrid kind of thing. I'll need to go back and look at those ones because they're a bit fucky. We're not going to be done actually, by the way, because I just remembered I found this other file up here that we can take a look at in terms of stuff. Same with Doorspill and Belugush, which are going to become water poison probably, which is a fish that became trash and then just a fish that becomes a trash fish that just becomes trash in general. Then Philomonk and Monkston are light bulb astronaut monkeys. We're also psychic type. Electric psychic. Makes sense. Convergent execute in whatever this is called. Maybe it's Eganza into Eganzanda or something. Just need to change the face and the colors. Grave robbing demon gremlins. Pretty good. And these two guys who combine into one Pokemon. With new names, obviously. With the concept of brains versus bronze, but pure power comes from being all there or whatever. Anyway. Before we move on, let's condense all this down. That's a 6th row reference. And let's take a look at what is coming up next time. Why do I sound so scared? I wonder why. Oh, it's immediately. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing problematic will happen next time at all. There's a cool guy. So this is based off a real human being, so we're not going to be doing it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these two guys, and nothing ever bad ever happens, and we're just not going to talk about them. These two are like skunk coffee machines, which I have a very good idea for a redesign for them. This is a gnome that I have no fucking idea what it even is or what to do with it, so I think this might be where the ice cream, the fallen over ice cream guy comes in, if we end up doing that. Girafont I've already redesigned, and it also has a counterpart, so there might be 2 slots here for it. Here's Tomb Digger, which is kind of just nothing, so we'll figure that out next time. He's like the counterpart to the demons. Then we have Reptrute and Reptana, which are... I did a redesign for one of these on the Smoggest 2021. Was the last guy I did for Smoggest. That dragon banana guy. Oh, fuck my life. Then we have Tarank and Terrasalt, which are just like... What are these? What the fuck are they? They're just rocks. I don't know what these are. What are they? This is objection. Kind of. The second one, yeah. That's a rock. I'll be back if not. Have a lovely night. Thank you so. Always nice to see you. Then here's Méchanté and Chatterer, who did get redesigned. And I feel like they're close to being something great. It's a haunted shack and a haunted house. Ghost rock type. Oh, magic. Here's Ryu Pleurodon. It is what it is. Monsters movie reference? I don't remember. Potentially. Here's Spizard, who's been redesigned into Eyesore, who you may have seen in the collab I did with Neck Punch. So I actually redesigned it from this first, and then just used that in the video. So it's a lot of kind of circular reasoning and stuff. Here's a book again. Don't fucking ask. Here's Valadari, who's also just a man made of batteries. And the trio to those is Fernaboyle, who is this fucking guy right here. Okay. We won't worry about him. But I feel like we need to redesign Fernaboyle with the other two, just because they are like, it's like the Jinx, it's like the Jinx Electabuzz Magmar situation. Them's a Reggie. Yeah. Kind of. Okay. We are nearly there, kids. Let me move this like 25. Let me turn everything back on. Look how close we are. Insane. Let me take a screenshot of this for Twitter. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go into this thing that I found. And I just want to see what like what's in here. Because we have the Fake Man Review decks, which is what I'm working off of. But we also have some funky art. Where it's like, this could be the concept for Toastera, where it's still a toaster. But it's also like, I feel the turtle soup concept is much better than this. Yeah, there's no like, there's nothing really here. Yeah. So what else do we have? Oh, they're the originals. 3 of these again over there, I guess. Okay. Let's see how far up these are. So this was going a toaster from the Pacific Islands. I didn't recognize you, but now I do. It's Dai with a new name. So this is kind of the same concept of like circle to square to triangle. And also now some sort of squid. This is if I was keeping Lactose as a cow. Or Toastera as a cow. And I was like, maybe the markings of the cow could be like divided, like how a cow is cut up for meat. Because there's like a food theme on them. Also, it would have a gas mask. These are rats. Simple as. Fake Man Bon and Busk. Fake Man Duck and Cover are the new names for these. This is a bear. Beehive, bear moth, tongue. We kind of changed that up a bit. Rhino. Same principle. Paper airplane. Same thing. Rolling koala. Koala throwing a log. Kind of kept that. Pigging into a cockatrice. Volcano snake into... Yeah, we changed up the evolution for that. Very, very basic. Oh, I made them like jackalopes. So these are new beta sketches, yeah. I did these ages ago. So everything in here is kind of like from my subconscious, from doing these ages ago. So the idea was like the males would have like these ears, and then the females would have these ears, and then they have the cocoon stage, and then when they evolve, they have their ears and their horns because they're jackalopes. And they would be, the ears and the horns would be like different shapes, maybe. I don't know how easy that would be to pull off or not. This is superhero stare plus supervillain stare. What the fuck did it... Oh, that's interesting. I turned Sledgehog's hands into mallets. So these came before the stream sketches. Yes. Well before. These were like last year sometime. Yeah, because like this is still like... I was going to turn like Blabomb into a speaker. And then like Bladabomb into like a big-lipped, gum-blowing weirdo. Batuk just has fucking hooks for feet. And there's Peblite. I had the cement mixer idea back here as well. And then Gravelump is like a... Or Boulderro is like a... Boulderoff even is a opportunity. Any attempts you made to remake these guys? But these aren't attempts. These are just sketches. Then Swim by Out and Hostage. Here we have Bobblebee and Boxabee and Hexabee. Split evolution. This is the gun. I don't know what I'm specifically looking at up here. Oh, it's a mounted fucking turret. Oh, okay, we got it. I'm gonna put a green mark on that. Let me see what else I need to put a green mark on. I'm gonna put a green mark on this too, just to kind of look back on it. I'll put a green mark on these two. How many sketches? I don't know. Emo and Boxtrich. I feel like the Boxtrich I drew in the other page looks the same. The emo is like really... I could make the emo's head just the upper bit. These are fucked. These are really fucked. The bedspread, love your main channel. Thank you very much. I love it too. This is a vomitable core thing where he's like just bubbling up vomit or something. Oh, here's Stornadork and Blurricane. So Stornadork kind of has like tornado-shaped wings and like the tornado-shaped tail. And then like a little body up top. But I do like the new concept we have for it more. Just like to put looking British for real. These are the toilet guys. Then the middle stage. These are the embryos. I don't really know what's going on with this up here on the head. This is kind of funny though. Let's get in here. Wave two at the same time. Let me driller and armadillo. Then the cones, who were more or less the same, yeah, but the design just doesn't work. Why did I make it spiky? Oh, I think I like reinforced it with ice crystals or something, which does look a lot better, but I still feel like that design is too much. What is this? Because this is what I saw earlier. Who's it after? Oh, this was Jerby. So this was like a sunflower gerbil. Where it literally like stands up tall on its tail and its head is a sunflower. Okay, because I was looking, because from a distance I was like, this is a weird lizard or something. But no, it's just a gerbil with a big tail. I feel like with Tank, standing on its tail. Might be a bit. And also, I really want to do the sunflower concept. I think it'd be way funnier. Rockablock's Amperex. What's this? Radiosaur and Spinosaur. I think you kind of see like the new Spinosaurus imagery even here too. Oh, and Radiosaur's sad because he's too hot to touch anything. And these are pretty much what they are. Chocolate and Cocoa Volt, so still have the same idea of like a thing being within. Just wasn't a hot woman. And I got to these and I just said split, but I'm like, it's just have like two things in the air or something, like twins. Yeah, that's as far as I got in this, but like that was just a fun thing to find, you know. But anyway. It's been a good chunk of progress. I don't really know what else I'm going to say. A Cocoa Pod into a waifu is still hilarious. Yeah, it's a hot chocolate woman. Because you need the waifu man and you need the furry bit. Starbucks logo. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Okay, I think today I've been streaming for like 5 hours. Maybe like 4 and a bit. So I'm gonna call it there, kids. I hope y'all had a good time. And I will be back. I think I'm doing this every 2 days now. I haven't like set out to schedule it or anything. But I think it's been every 2 days. So I should be back on Tuesday. So I want to kind of spend time like working on the video for Saturday, which I'm going to get right into now. I might eat first. Is it nighttime where I live? It's currently... It's about 6:30 right now. So, it's dinner time. I gotta eat spaghetti. Spaghetti. It's been an experience. Yeah, and we're nearly done. And then when we're done, I'll keep going, but we'll do like a second pass and kind of like look at stuff more individually. I might break down each stream into like half a row, you know, so we can kind of like add in some color and like get you done, you know. Anyway, I hope you all have been thoroughly entertained, and I wish you all the best. But of course, and surely you must know this by now, oh, I have like no space left on my computer. I need to clean my computer. You must know this by now. It's not a stream of mine. You said it.
Hello everybody, my name's Tank Runner. I am hijacking the channel. This is mine now. This is a hostile takeover. I did not record a different intro. Dad has to use this one, so check, mate.